Your predecessors felt the same. In time, things changed.
I'm going dancing, Madeline. Don't wait up.
I see. I suppose after all this time it was inevitable that one of you deciphered the method. But do you think it will be that simple? It will not work. Do you hear me? It will destroy you. My host, Jocelyn Comtesse, hear me! Comtesse! Comtesse!
2:23 a.m., Detective Corey Palmer conducting interview with Rosangela Blackwell. Detective Sam Durkin also present. So, Miss Blackwell, tell us again why you were in that house.
Say nothing. Tell them nothing. Keep your teeth together. We'll get out of this.
Answer the question, Blackwell. Let the record show that the interviewee has chosen to remain silent. That's your right, but your silence can and will be used against you. Remember that. Fine. Next question. What happened to Detective Piero? Miss Blackwell, I won't ask again. What happened to Detective Piero?
Enough, Palmer. You saw the paraffin test. Leah fired that weapon.
I refuse to believe that, Sam.
Believe what you want. Those are the facts.
Well, here's some facts for you. This lady was chatting with Emil Haskins earlier this evening. Not only that, we have a witness who saw her sneaking into his office at work. How do you respond to that? No answer, huh? Well, let me lay it out for you. We spoke to the clerk on duty. We spoke to Emil Haskins, a man who is now a widower, I might add. Nobody gave you permission. But then, breaking and entering isn't really a new thing for you, is it? I've pulled your file. Do you even know how many restraining orders you have against you? Let the record show that the interviewee has chosen to remain silent. Again. If getting banned from the campuses of NYU and Columbia weren't bad enough, we've got a dozen complaints registered against you from businesses and families. I'd call Bellevue to have you taken away. But you're banned from there too. Who the hell are you? And why haven't you been taken in before now?
Palmer, take a walk.
Sam?
You're tired. Go get a cup of coffee.
I don't need coffee. Don't think I don't know what's going on here. I've heard the rumors. That you've got some mysterious informant. Is this her?
Palmer?
Fine. I'm going. But we will find out what happened. It's our damn job, after all.
So, you happy now? Look, I'm more patient than Palmer. Legally, we can keep you here for 12 hours. You really want to sit here for that long?
Am I under arrest?
Maybe, maybe not. That depends on you. The crap you pulled tonight, was it worth it?
I didn't do it for your benefit.
You got your reasons, I know that. But me? I got people to answer to. I imagine you do too, though I don't want to know who they are.
What are you trying to say?
Officially, we're pursuing every lead. Unofficially, there was no trace of the bullet that killed the little girl. With Leah dead, we'll most likely never solve it. The trail is too cold. So, what do you need?
Excuse me?
You want it in so bad? You're in. You won't be on the books. We can't even pay you. This case is too high profile. So, what do you need?
Access to George Austin's apartment.
I'll take care of it. Anything else?
Cup of coffee?
I'll have Palmer get you one on the way out. Anything else?
Access to Leah's case files.
Can't do it. Those are being boxed up and archived. Anything else?
Everything you know about George Austin.
Palmer can get you that. Speak to him tomorrow. Anything else?
Nothing that I can think of.
Alright. From now on, you talk to Palmer. He'll be at the front desk tomorrow.
Detective Durkin. Sam, why are you doing this? Why me?
My first case involved a kid. 30 years ago it must have been. There was this little girl living with her aunt. The aunt went nuts. Smashing things, screaming. Total loony. The little girl was hiding in a closet. Couldn't have been more than 5. Scared out of her mind. I've had a soft spot for kids ever since.
I see.
Go home, Blackwell. Get some sleep. You look like you spent the night in jail.
Huh.
The press are having a field day. Lots of theories, but nothing approaching the truth.
You expect anything different? Just be glad your name didn't get leaked. That's the last thing we need.
No trace of the Grace Group either.
Then we best get out there and do what we do.
Oh, it's you. Sam told me you'd be swinging by.
Hi, Corey, was it?
No, it's Officer Palmer.
Is Detective Durkin around?
I haven't seen him since yesterday. I'm sure he's wandering around somewhere.
So Durkin told me to speak to you?
Yes, I heard. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know why you're so special, but orders are orders. You need any information from us, I'll see about getting it to you. But you talk to me, and only me. Understand?
Perfectly. So are we good?
Good?
You don't think I still killed anyone, do you?
I don't know what to believe. But Durkin vouches for you, and he now owes me a favor, a big one. So, I guess I come out ahead.
So what's the latest on George Austin?
He was killed with a .22 caliber bullet. That's all we know so far. We're still talking to Leah's ex-husband, but he's got a pretty solid alibi.
How did Kendra die? Was that ever established?
I read the autopsy report. It was definitely a bullet wound. It went right through her shoulder. Clean hole all the way through. The coroner said that she bled to death, but could have survived if she was brought to a hospital right away. I don't understand this. Not at all.
Did you know Emil Haskins at all?
I don't know much. Just what Leah used to tell me. I got the impression he was a deadbeat. Always out of a job, always late with child support payments, things like that. Guess he doesn't have to worry about that stuff anymore.
George and Leah both were members of a self-help group. They called it the Grace Group.
Oh yeah, Leah told me about that place.
She did?
Yeah, she didn't go into detail, but I know it meant a lot to her. She used to tell me that nobody could ever fall so far that they couldn't still reach for a helping hand. I'm not sure what that meant, but she used to say it all the time.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one. Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
My name is Rosangela Blackwell. I was told you'd be expecting me?
Is this about George?
That's right.
I still can't believe it. But here's the key. 12th floor, penthouse A.
Thanks. Bok choy, garam masala, quinoa, branzino.
It's either a shopping list or a voodoo spell.
That'd look amazing on my bathroom wall.
Darling, that thing's bigger than your entire bathroom.
I think they might be candlesticks. Possibly. I don't even know what they... Whoever this Michael is, he seems to know quite a lot. So this Michael has a source who knows about bestowers. About me. This is starting to get personal. No answer. It'd be a nice place to sit with a glass of wine at sunset, if there wasn't 3 feet of snow out here. I don't think I can do anything to help those plants.
This is private property, you know.
Oh, hi there.
Yes, hi there. What are you doing up here?
I'm a friend of George Austin.
A friend, of course. I suppose he was bound to get to a redhead sooner or later.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
Please, it's none of my business. Anyway, I'd best head back in. But I'm sure I'll see you around. Ta.
I don't think I can do any. Huh, locked. Joey, could you come out here?
What is it? Whatever this note says, it's too dark to read it. It's as far as... It says, I know about Heather, and it's signed by someone named Jay. Hi there.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Kind of. I think you met my friend earlier.
I see. You're both looking after George's place.
Yeah, something like that. The note is signed Jay. Who's Jay?
I have no idea, and I don't know anything about any note.
I know about Heather. Do you know anything about this?
About what?
This note, the one on your floor.
I have no idea. It has nothing to do with me.
And what's it doing here?
I have no idea.
Okay, relax. Who are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Cute. Very cute.
Huh?
Wait, you're serious? Well, isn't this delicious? It's so rare that I get to be the mysterious one.
So you actually live here? So to speak?
Yes? Why are you so surprised?
Well, this place is kinda, well, empty.
I live alone.
That's not what I mean. Look around. There's nothing in here.
What on earth are you talking about?
Never mind. My name's Joey. Joey Malone. Why don't you tell me yours?
You honestly don't know who I am?
I'm afraid not.
I admit, I'm fascinated. I know your name, but you don't know mine. It's not often that I'm in this position.
So, are you gonna tell me or what?
I think not. I want to savor this for just a little while longer.
So what is this? You famous or something?
Or something.
Could I ask you a couple questions?
You don't even know my name, and you want to ask me questions.
Well, maybe if you actually told me your name.
No. Like I said, this is way too much fun.
Well, whoever you are, I'll see you around.
Say hi to George for me, if you see him.
No point in leaving that way. I can only leave with Red, and she can't get in here. Get over here. I got something to...
Yeah.
A roof deck like this, I wonder if money actually can buy you happiness.
I'll settle for central heating.
Any thoughts on the roof, Spook?
She's inside a locked apartment, Joey. You're the one who can talk to her. It's empty, thank God. Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Do you know if any of George Austin's neighbors died recently?
It's not in any of the reports. Do you have a name?
No, not yet. But she lived across from George. Can't you look it up that way?
I can't, no. The way the system works, I can only look it up by the victim's name, not address. Sorry.
Does this phone number mean anything to you?
Not really, but I can trace it for you.
Trace it?
Run the number, see who it belongs to. Within reason, anyway. Where'd you find it?
I found it on George Austin's phone.
Oh, we ran that number already.
You did?
Yeah. It belonged to Grace Church. Probably calling for donations or something.
Yeah, or something.
Thanks anyway. Do you know anyone named Michael?
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Hi, remember me?
Yes, and would you please keep your voice down?
Sorry. Do you know any Michaels?
In my line of work, I know more than I can count.
I checked with the police. This number belongs to a phone in this church. A man I'm looking for made a phone call from this number. His name is Michael. It's very important that I find him.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
So there's this woman that might have died in a penthouse apartment.
I'm afraid I don't know who you're talking about. I am sorry.
Do you know any...
In my line of work, I know more than I can count.
There are tons of case files. I'm looking for information on the Grace Group.
Grace Group?
They used to meet here, in the basement. Some kind of self-help group?
There are hundreds of so-called Grace Groups, and they all have meetings in the basement. You will have to be a bit more specific than that.
Are you sure you don't know...
Quite positive.
The telephone that uses this number, where is it?
Why would you need to know that?
Michael used the phone. Maybe he left a clue behind when he did.
And he could have used any one of a dozen offices in our administration wing.
Really? Over a dozen?
Yes. So, if you want to locate Michael Cooper, you'll have to find another way.
Wait, Cooper?
Pardon?
You said Michael Cooper.
Isn't that the gentleman you're looking for?
No, I just said his name was Michael.
So you did. Slip of the tongue. My apologies. It is quite late and I'm tired.
You need to tell me who Michael Cooper is.
I told you I don't know any Michael Cooper.
Well, thanks. I'll be going.
Stay safe.
Officer Palm,
Yeah.
do you have a record of a Michael Cooper in your system?
Let's check. Sorry, it's too common a name. You'll have to give me specifics.
I already asked him about the number. There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one. Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Yes.
So you don't know anyone named Michael Cooper?
No, I don't.
So you...
No.
You need to tell me who Michael Cooper is.
I told you I don't know any Michael Cooper.
That tactic ain't working, sweetheart. You need to come at this some other way.
You need to tell me who Michael Cooper is.
I told you I don't know any Michael Cooper.
That tactic ain't working, sweetheart. You need to come at this some other way.
Well, thanks.
Stay safe.
Huh. So Michael Cooper was a priest. Interesting. Excuse me.
Yes.
Michael Cooper. He's a priest too, isn't he?
So?
So, it's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say? Please stop lying to me.
I'm not lying.
You're not telling me the whole truth either, are you?
I made a promise. He came to me scared, begging me to protect him, to give him sanctuary. He was ranting. I should have turned him away, but we roomed together at the seminary. We were close friends once. What could I do?
You can take me to him.
He's raving. He's mad. He says he's in a battle for his very soul. Is this true?
Yes. Yes, it is.
He's in the school. It's closed for the winter break, so it seemed like a good a place as any to hide him. Here's a key. The entrance is around the corner. Please, do whatever you must. Just don't come back here.
Don't worry.
So, thrown out of a church. I suppose with our record, it was only a matter of time.
The entrance to the school is around the block. Let's go.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not He makes me lie down in green. He leads me beside
Michael?
the still...
Michael Cooper.
You! Stay back, bestower. I've got a gun.
Just a second.
I said stay back!
I need to talk to you.
Talk? Did talking help Leah or George or any of the others?
Please, I'm here to help.
Help? Oh, I wish that was true. How much help did you give George or Leah or the others?
I couldn't save them, but I want to try and save you, if I can.
Try and save me? You were supposed to be the expert. That was the whole plan.
Plan?
Yes. Our brilliant plan. We get the bestower to escort our souls to the next world. Protect us from this force that is after us. Instead, you let us be destroyed.
You think I wanted this to happen? People dying, souls torn apart? You think I want this?
Of course not. It's just... well, look at what we've been reduced to.
I'm sorry. Whatever is going on, it's new. I've never seen anything like it before.
I see. And what about him?
Huh?
Your friend. The man behind you. He hasn't said a word since you walked in here.
Me? Do you mean me?
Yes, you. Don't look so surprised. How else could I have known who you were? Now get out of here. You've been nothing but trouble ever since George went to look for you.
Fine. Shoot. Kill the one person who can help you.
There is no need for any more killing, my host.
That voice. It can't be.
I told you to stay in the other room.
Yes, my host, I know. But I had to intervene. These two know me. If I may...
Fine. Fine. Just make it quick. I'm losing concentration.
Malone, Blackwell, what a pleasant surprise to see you both again.
Yeah, surprise is the word. What the hell are you doing here?
Is it not obvious? You freed me, Malone, brought me back into this world, and as befits all of our kind, I had a host waiting for me, and so I have returned to my former duties.
Look, as much as I am touched by this reunion, I need to focus.
Perhaps we should all converse outside.
Fine. Outside. Just leave me in peace.
Thank you, my host.
That was Madeline.
You know her? That saves time, I guess. Look, maintaining this circle leaves me a bit cranky. Sorry. If you can help, great. If not, well, I've made my peace with it. Just go talk to her. She's outside. I need to concentrate. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake.
Blackwell, Malone, it's been a long time since we've been able to converse.
You should really call me Rosangela.
Forgive me. When you are as old as I am, all the names blur together. So I tend to address those I speak to by their family name. It is just easier that way, and less painful. I'm afraid it is a habit that is difficult to break.
Why was George looking for me?
We needed a bestower. A proper bestower. My host and I were not up to the task.
Eh?
It might be due to my time in the void. It might be because my host's soul has been marked by whatever is out there. But in any case, our abilities are limited. We cannot even help lost souls move on as you do. We can see them and talk to them, but that is all. Hence why we needed you.
Lucky us.
It's been almost 6 months since Joey freed you. How come we're only seeing you now?
I admit the transition hasn't been pleasant. I have had 3 hosts since returning to this world. The first was an old man on the edge of death. He lingered for 6 weeks before finally succumbing to the inevitable. When the old man passed, I became bound to his niece for a time. She ran every time she saw me. I tried to keep my distance, give her time to adjust, but in the end, she fell down the stairs in an attempt to flee. The poor woman died, and I was passed to her brother, the man inside.
Do you know what's going on? Why are these souls being attacked?
I do not know. I wish I did. Like you, we saw it happen. We saw a soul being torn apart and could do nothing. I'm afraid my host became a little unreasonable after that.
So what can we do? We don't even know what's going on.
Our theory was that you could help move these poor souls into the next world before they were destroyed. But it appears that it did not achieve the desired result.
You could say that, yeah.
You must investigate. My host and I are restricted, but you two are not. If anyone can help uncover why these poor spirits are being attacked and stop it, it is you.
So how'd you like being on the outside, as it were? I imagine it's better than being trapped wherever you were.
I had thought, I had hoped, that I would pass on, that being brought back to the mortal world would force me to obey mortal laws. Instead, No, it is not to be. I have returned to my former duties, therefore I must have further work to do. But yes, it is nicer than being trapped in the void. Did I ever thank you, Malone?
Not as such, no.
Well, I must rectify that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Do you know anything about this Grace group?
I know that it meant a great deal to my host, as well as his friends. Whatever happened at those meetings, it greatly improved their lives. But obviously, it came at a cost.
Do you know a place called the Carth House?
I'm afraid I do not.
What can you tell me about Father Michael?
Cooper is my host. We have not had the time to get to know each other better.
Is he always this ornery?
Do have some pity for him. He has lost his uncle, his sister, and several of his friends. He has been forced to accept the spirit world and the possible loss of his own soul, all within the span of a few weeks. If anyone deserves some understanding, it is he.
There's a ghost haunting the empty apartment across from George Austin.
I see. Well, you know your duty. Go and save it.
Why do you let Father Michael push you around like that?
It is what my host wishes.
So?
Simply that. I must do what my host commands.
Right, seriously. What's the story?
No story, Malone. If my host wishes me to leave him alone, I leave him alone.
That actually works?
Of course. It is my duty to do so.
So, Joey, could...
No.
Of course, some of us take our duties more seriously than others.
Well, I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures.
Father Michael?
Yeah?
What is this circle?
Oh, this. Madeline taught me how to do it. It prevents anything spiritual from getting to me. It takes some concentration to maintain, so I'm sorry if I seem a bit inhospitable.
So you're working with Madeline?
Working? I guess you could call it that. I've been too busy being scared to give it any serious thought.
So why'd you send Madeline outside?
Her presence disturbs my concentration, so she's keeping as far away as she can until this is resolved.
What about us?
You're the ones who are going to save my hide. For you, I'll make the extra effort to focus.
Could you tell me about the Grace group? It was some kind of self-help group?
About 20 years ago, I was a very different person. I suppose you could call me an alcoholic, although I wouldn't have said it at the time. Then I saw an ad in the newspaper. It promised to help folks like me find their way. It seemed to be some kind of hippie self-help group, but I went to a meeting anyway. I don't remember much about the meetings, but somehow I had discovered that going to seminary school was something I had to do. It all made sense.
Made sense.
I just knew it was what I was meant to be doing, and I was right.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not... What about yourself? Is there anything we should know?
Look, you're not exactly catching me at my best here. I can't do anything. I'm not a true bestower like you are. Madeline says she's been weakened, or I've been weakened, or something. She doesn't know. Believe me, if I could do what you can do, I'd be out there trying to stop this. But I can't. So all I can do is hide.
Did you know that there's a ghost across the roof from George's apartment?
Really?
Do you know anything about it?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry.
What happened at these meetings?
That's just it. I don't remember. Until recently, I never questioned it before. How messed up is that? I'd go, I'd sit down, and leave. I'd meet with the other members for coffee afterward. What on earth did we talk about? We must have found something. But I do remember a man. Benjiro. He ran the meetings.
Benjiro?
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
How many people went to these meetings?
There were 6 of us. You already know about Leah and George and myself. The others are dead.
Who were they?
Does it matter? They are dead. Their souls were taken.
Even still, tell me.
Jeffrey Dutta, Heather Goffstein, Peter Fielding.
All right, Michael. We're going to go.
Of course. Godspeed to the both of you. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Goodness and mercy will follow me.
So Peter
all
Fielding
the days
owned
I
a
will
gym
dwell
in Murray
the
Hill.
house of the Lord
Worth a visit, I
forever.
suppose.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures, me beside the still waters. He restores my soul in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows.
It says members only. It seems to open with a key card.
A calendar with a marker pen attached. I'm not just gonna blow on everything I see. She's sweating so much she didn't even notice. Looks like that picture frame fell off the wall. Looks like some kind of headshot photo. Probably someone famous who uses the gym. Let's see here. Tanya Corsi. Hey, wait a second. Is that... Yeah, that's the spook from George's roof. Nobody here.
Hey, does it look right? Seriously, does it look right?
Does what look right?
The light bulb. I could swear it was blinking.
It looks fine to me.
Huh. Gotta do everything myself around here.
Hey, friend, can we talk for a second?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with that light?
I'm no expert, but it looks fine to me.
Well, what can I do for you?
Hey, is your name Peter Fielding by any chance?
That's me. Why?
No reason. You own this joint, right?
Yes, I do. My dad built it. You could say it's a family business. Been running it around 20 years? Seems like yesterday.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks. You looking to join?
Ah, no. I really don't think exercise is gonna do me much good.
It's amazing how many people think that. You're young. Your metabolism is still going strong. But time catches up with you before you know it.
You're preaching to the choir, Peter, but I'm still not interested.
Well, We're here if you need us.
So, how are you feeling?
Fine, why?
You don't feel strange at all?
What do you mean?
Well, just hypothetically speaking, you don't feel like you're gonna explode?
What, like indigestion?
Not quite.
I am on a strict diet of wheatgrass shakes and fiber. Indigestion is the last thing I have to worry about.
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
So, you run this...
Sort of.
Do you know Heather Goffstein?
You know Heather?
Kinda.
Wow, Heather. Haven't heard that name in a long time.
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy who's gonna kick your butt into shape.
Ah, well, we'll see. Did you know Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff, too?
Not really, I just heard of him.
Good guy. Took care of my neighbor's dog when she was on vacation.
Do you know anything about Benjiro? Ran the Grace Group meetings.
Sure.
Well?
Funny. I can't think of anything to say, exactly. It's been 20 years.
Sure, people forget things.
That's it, exactly. I just didn't think it would happen to me so soon.
I hear Tanya Corsi went to this gym.
She's been coming here for years. That body you see on TV, I take full credit for that.
Well, we all gotta be proud of something. Hey, I think I met a friend of yours, Father Michael Cooper.
You know everyone, don't you?
I get around.
Michael. Haven't heard that name in a while. How is he?
He's seen better days.
I'm sorry to hear that. He'll pull through. He always has.
Ever hear of the Grace Group? I understand you went to a few meetings.
You know about that?
Sure.
Wow. Well, yeah. I went to some meetings. It was all I needed.
Why's that?
Well, I wasn't the most focused of people back then. It's a long story, but in the end, I went to work with my dad running this place. It's been my life ever since.
So what's the story with the lights?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. There's something wrong with them. I can tell.
Well, like I said, they look totally fine to me.
I'll just have to keep checking.
So, you run this...
Sort of.
Well, I'll see you around.
You got it. I'll be here. I just gotta see what's wrong with this damn light.
Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please? Well, that was disappointing. Even if I wasn't dead, she wouldn't be able to hear me. She's got one of those MyPods in. Makes them deaf as a post. Run, run, run like a hamster on a wheel. I guess there's nothing stopping me from doing that, except the TV showing some energetic broad in yoga pants. So I found Peter.
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yeah, he's safe and sound. Spiritually speaking, anyway.
Huh. Michael was sure that Peter's ghost was taken.
Just between you and me, Michael doesn't look to be sure about very much. So, have you heard of this Tanya Corsi person?
Tanya Corsi? Was she in the gym?
No, it's the name of our roof spook. Is she famous or something?
You could say that. She has a TV show.
I think you mean she had a TV show. Let's get going.
Malone, Blackwell, a pleasure to see you both.
We found one of the Grace Group spooks, Peter Fielding.
I see. Is he still intact?
Yeah, he tried to get me to join a gym.
I thought as much.
You thought so? What do you mean?
You know as well as I do. A spirit cannot be moved from this world until it is spiritually ready. It would appear that is also the case here.
So wait, this is our fault?
Whatever do you mean?
Leah, George. Just by trying to save them, we destroyed them.
I suppose. Yes, it could be seen that way. But please do not blame yourself. How could you have known?
Ignorance doesn't change anything.
Listen to me. Whatever or whoever is taking these souls, they were marked long before they died. All we can do now is move forward and save who we can.
You've been around the block a few times, so to speak. Nothing like this has ever happened to you before?
The destruction of the very essence of life? No. Such a thing is difficult to contemplate, and to witness it, even more so.
So what? We just leave the spook to rot?
Of course not. It has been known for some spirits to become aware on their own. The right face, the right moment, anything can trigger it. And if that happens to Fielding, no. Our duty is to save him, and save him we shall.
How? The usual rules have been chucked out the window. We make a move and he gets hammered, and we're not gonna let that happen, not again.
It is a dilemma for certain.
But what about George and Leah?
From my understanding, they were aware of their death when they were taken.
Yeah, they were.
Then there is your answer. They were spiritually ready to leave this world, and so were vulnerable. This Fielding, was it? He is a lucky soul indeed. Until he is made aware, he cannot be taken. Not by you, or by anyone else.
We need to think about this, plan our next move.
Of course. In fact, I might have an idea along those lines. I must confer with my host. Please excuse me.
He's okay? Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased, but in all other respects, yes. He is as well as can be.
This changes everything. You have no idea. You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even considered that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather, too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved. And maybe so can mine.
So, what's your plan?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen? If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George, and then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is unnecessary. As you say, only spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this Fielding is not spiritually aware, meeting him in his current state would be fruitless. We need to awaken him before I can determine anything about him.
Won't awakening these ghosts destroy him? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same manner, so it will make a perfect focus. When you awaken a spirit, use the totem to send them directly here. They will remain safely behind the circle until we can determine the next course of action.
So I'll be trapped in this circle with Peter and Heather's ghosts?
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
Yes.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
I need to know everything you can tell me about Heather.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What was it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust. I can't betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances, she would understand?
I'm not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen? You lose your soul?
My God, when you put it like that. Heather was a prostitute. She wanted to confess, but didn't feel right entering a church. She might have been Jewish, judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood?
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation, like I did. I don't know what her revelation was, but she wanted to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
I was a priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget. She lived by Tompkins Square Park. Here's the address.
Did you ever watch Tanya Corsi's show?
No, sorry.
I guess we should get going.
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know. Just stay, please, and thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
Joey, could you come out here?
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
You're Tanya Corsi, aren't you?
I knew you'd get it. That's me, Tanya Corsi, host of the Good Morning Show on Channel 11. Now all the mystery is gone.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, I don't know anything about any note. Please stop asking about it.
Do you know anything about a self-help organization called the Grace Group?
Grace Group? No, I haven't. Sorry.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
Sorry, no.
Do you know a Michael Cooper?
I don't. Sorry.
So, Tanya, tell me about yourself.
You want to get to know the real Tanya Corsi. The Tanya that you don't read about in the tabloids and magazines?
If you let me.
I barely know you, Mr. Malone. Although if you swing by more often, you might learn a thing or two.
Does the name Benjiro ring any bells?
Benjiro? Is that Japanese?
I believe so.
Sorry, I don't know anyone named Benjiro.
So, I heard you go to Peter Fielding's gym.
I do. Or rather, I did. After what happened to him, I just couldn't.
You mean his...
Death? Yes. So senseless.
Do you know a Heather Goffstein?
No. No, I don't. Sorry.
Come on, that note on the floor, it has Heather written on it.
So, like I told you, it has no meaning to me. I don't know any Heather.
So, can you tell me anything
A brutal taskmaster is what he was, but I can't deny he got results.
Nope, I can't deny it either. So, about this place.
I might not have the highbrow taste that George has, but my furniture is just as serviceable as his. And twice as comfortable, I might add.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this?
No, I don't. Please stop.
Well, Tanya, I have to get going, but I'll see you around.
Ta.
Hey, how'd you get in?
Ah, hello, miss.
Answer my question. How'd you get in?
Oh, the gate was open. Is that all right?
Sure, I guess. Just be sure to close it when you leave. I don't want to get in trouble.
There's nothing worth visiting on the other side. Just a dark hallway. I can't see a thing in there. I love the idea, but I'm frozen solid. Nobody's gonna have a picnic on that anytime soon. Excuse me, miss?
Oh, hi. What's up?
You sure you should be out here?
Why shouldn't I be? It's perfect. It's so nice to finally have a night clear enough to enjoy this place.
Clear night, right. You live here?
I do. Why?
No reason, just making conversation. Is your name Heather Goffstein?
Oh, I see. You came from Ray.
Ray?
Of course. You did come from Ray, right?
Sure, Ray. Him and me go way back.
No, I don't think you do. If you want a date, you'll need Ray's permission.
A date?
Isn't that why you're here?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
Really?
Really?
Well, I suppose that's all right, but we should stay out here. If we don't go in the bedroom, then it's not a date.
You don't seem terribly surprised that I'm here in your garden.
It is a bit strange you appeared out of nowhere, but hey, I'm used to men appearing on my doorstep. And for some reason, you seem safe.
Safe?
Yeah, just a vibe.
Huh. Thanks, I guess. Can you tell me about the Grace Group, Heather?
Grace Group?
Yeah, you were a member, right?
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Come on, think. You met in the basement of Grace Church.
What, like AA? I'm not an alcoholic, thank you.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Tell me about Father Michael Cooper.
Father Michael? Is he a priest or something?
Yeah, or something. He was part of the Grace Group.
I don't know him. Sorry.
Are you sure? He seems to know you.
You don't meet many priests in my line of work. Or at least, if you do, they don't usually tell you.
Do you know a Tanya Corsi?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Do you know a guy named Benjiro?
I can't really say one way or the other. Sorry. I could get into trouble.
Do you know a guy named Peter Fielding? Runs a gym in Murray Hill.
I can't really say one way. I could get into...
So, tell me a bit about yourself, Heather.
Can we not, please? Let's just enjoy the evening, okay? It's nice out here.
Sure, no problem. So, tell me about this Ray character.
I really shouldn't. Ray is really exclusive with the clients we're given. I shouldn't have told you the name.
Well, Heather, I have to get going.
Sure. I'd leave the gate open, but for some reason, I don't think that will be a problem for you.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
You don't think it's relevant that both Leah and George...
That group met over 20 years, but even still went to the... So they went...
Do you know anything about Tanya Corsi's death?
Tanya Corsi? What are you doing getting involved with her?
It's...
Complicated, yeah, I get it. Durkin warned me it might get weird. Anyway, there's not much to tell. She slipped in her shower and hit her head on the tub. She fell unconscious and she drowned. The coroner did an autopsy on her and found traces of whiskey and Valium in her system. Not a good combination.
She killed herself?
If you believe the tabloids, then yeah. But the coroner says no. There wasn't much in her system to actually kill her, but it was enough to make her a bit clumsy.
So it was just an accident?
So it would seem.
I'm trying to find someone named Benjiro. He ran some kind of self-help circle called the Grace Group.
Let's see. No, nothing on file. Sorry.
Can you tell me anything about the death of a Mr. Peter Fielding?
Okay, let's see. Yep, here he is. Peter Fielding, age 54, owned a fitness center in Murray Hill called Field's Gym. He fell off a ladder while fixing a light bulb in the locker room, hit his head on the bench, and bled to death. Nobody found him for several hours. An ambulance was called and pronounced him dead at the scene.
Nothing more than that?
That's pretty open and shut. Accidental death?
Do you have any record of a Heather Goffstein?
Let me check. Nope, nothing on Heather Goffstein. Sorry.
Do you know anything about someone named Ray? I don't know who he is, but I think he's involved with prostitution.
Prostitution? Is this related to Leah's case?
I don't know. It could be.
This just gets better and better. Anyway, Ray, let's take a look. Okay, the name Ray definitely comes up in the Vice Department database. There was a raid on a bar called Vantini a few years ago, and someone named Ray was taken in for questioning. No charges were made.
Just Ray? No last name?
No. Whoever Ray is, that's his full legal name. Anyway, here's the address of the bar if you need it.
Thanks.
Sure.
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So I'm told that you give personal training sessions.
Yeah, you interested?
I sure am.
Well, I don't have the time right now, but I can probably pencil you in. Just gotta check the schedule outside. How about next Tuesday, say 11 a.m.?
Sure, I think I can swing that.
Great. Here's my number in case you need to reschedule. You got a phone?
No, I'll just remember it.
Okay. 646-555-0425.
Thanks.
Great. See you then. And by the way, when you come to our session, don't wear a suit. Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
Will you look at this, Denise? Someone brave enough to join us in this weather. Well, brave or stupid anyway.
Right. Hi.
Hey, what can I get for you?
I better not drink. I need to...
How about a coffee or something?
No thanks, I already have one.
I see.
Do you know Ray?
Ray?
Yeah, is he here?
No, he is not.
So what can you tell me about this place?
It's old, quiet. I like it that way.
Really?
Yeah, I work on my thesis most nights. Honestly, I'm surprised a big place like this can stay open. It's always empty.
Do you know Heather Goffstein?
Sorry, I don't.
Well, thanks. I better get going. Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for Ray. Do you know where I can find him?
Ray, huh? And why would you be looking for Ray?
I need to talk to him. I can't go into specifics, but it involves a woman who worked for him.
Worked for him, In what capacity?
She was a working girl, Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead.
I see. Worked is the appropriate word, I suppose. Heather left my employ a long time ago.
Your employ?
Yes. You want to speak to Ray? She's right in front of you. The former Rachel Mendez at your service.
So you work here?
Not directly, but I suppose I'm as much a fixture here as anything else.
So Heather worked for you. Can you tell me about her?
It's been, several years. I'm afraid I can't tell you much. She was very young. Very pretty. Slightly lost, perhaps, like many of my girls. She's really dead? How did it happen?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is this a police matter?
Not directly. I'm working with them, but I'm pretty much on my own.
Well, in that case, ask me whatever you like.
You said Heather left your employ. Could you explain?
Just that. She packed up and left.
And you were okay with that?
You think I would drag her back against her will? Absolutely not. And what would be the point? I replaced her the next week. It's the nature of this business. Some girls try the life, discover it's not for them, and then leave. Some stay for years and it grinds them alive. But occasionally, with luck and persistence, one can flourish. Like I did.
Did Heather have any enemies, an obsessive client, or anything?
I suppose anything is possible, but not likely. I screen our clients very carefully, and I keep very careful records.
If you kept careful records, does that mean you have a list of Heather's clients somewhere?
No. I'm sorry, but no.
I really need that client list.
Absolutely not. I give a premium product, and our clients expect premium service. Privacy is part of that service. That client list stays in my office where it belongs.
Don't you want to know what happened to Heather? That client list could help.
You have no reason to suspect one of her clients had anything to do with it. You can't even tell me how she died. I won't betray my client's trust based on a flimsy guess.
Well, I guess that's everything.
Sorry I can't help you. For what it's worth, I liked Heather. I'm sad she's dead. I suppose a drink to her memory is in order. Care to join me?
Thanks, but no.
More for me then. Denise, one gimlet, please. You know how I like it.
You think they used enough pink up here? What do you want me to do, scare it? Is this a gin joint or a living room? All I'll see is a whole load of nothing. No idea who that guy is. No idea who that guy is. She looks kind of old-fashioned, even by my standards. Hey, Red, get over here.
Okay, I'm here. I'm not here to relax. Some vintage posters of a German crooner. Looks to be 50 years old. Some vintage posters... no. I've been walking nonstop for 2 straight nights in the snow. I don't want to see how I look. I'm not here to sit around.
I think I'll try the main door first. I'm not phasing through a dumpster to look at garbage. I might be dead, but I do have some standards. I don't think she can get out here. I guess there's nothing stopping me from doing that, except it's a rag sticking out of a dumpster.
How odd. Denise, could you get that for me?
Oh, believe me. Oh, believe me. Hey, get in here!
Oh.
Damn it! It's locked from the inside. Ow! I don't know what that was supposed to do, aside from making me walk with a limp. Oof, it won't budge. It only opens a bit, but it appears to be empty. Ow! I don't know what that... Okay, you can do this. Let's see. I'm really glad Joey wasn't around to see that. Joey, get out here.
Relax. You're not serious.
Quiet!
Oh, it looked like that one hurt.
Yes, Joey, it hurt.
Just saying, if it hurts, maybe you should stop doing it.
It's now a puddle of foul, coffee-flavored water, but at least it's melted. I think I got it all, but I'm not carrying around this wet rag. Good thing there's a dumpster here.
Are you—
Shut up!
Hey, you made it!
Told ya. I shouldn't play around on this fire escape any longer than I have to.
You know, we've been through a lot, you and I. But sneaking into the secret office of a known flesh peddler, this tops the list.
I shouldn't disturb Ray's things. A bunch of phone numbers and addresses. It doesn't say who they belong to. Okay, let's see here. Client list, client list. You're kidding me.
What?
It's a text file, clientlist.txt.
And that's good?
Good for us. All I need to do is transfer the file to this memory stick. And we've got it. Some security.
I guess with the secret door and paying off the police, she didn't feel the need for any more.
That and she's a bit old. She might not know a lot about computers.
Huh, I can relate.
It doesn't look like there's anything interesting in Ray's trash can. These look like pictures of celebrities and politicians. I don't recognize many of them, but... Holy crap! Is that Kennedy? Pictures of young... Is that? Yes, it's a painting of Ray. A much younger Ray, but still Ray.
Ahem.
Oh. Hi. I was just testing out your security.
Is that right? I've been meaning to glue that window shut. I suppose I should thank you. But first, give me that memory stick.
Here.
Thank you. Now get your coat and leave.
And I'd almost gone a full 3 hours without a restraining order.
Well, the night's still young.
And I need another cup of coffee. It seems to open with a key card. It seems to open with a key card. It seems to open with a key card. Tanya was the host of the Good Morning Show. I remember hearing that they got a new host, but I didn't know this was the reason. Channel 11. I think their head office is in Penn Plaza. Can't hurt to ask around. Excuse me. Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell. Do you work here?
Certainly do. Jim Peebles, senior producer. How can I help you?
It's pretty empty here tonight.
Well, look outside. The weather's horrible, and almost everybody commutes to work. Nobody can get in, so we're running on a skeleton crew.
So what do you do here?
I'm the head producer for the Good Morning Show with Kathy Carden.
Isn't that Tanya Corsi's old show?
Yes, it is.
Did you work here when Tanya was alive?
Yes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking into her death.
Wasn't it an accident?
That's why I'm looking into it, just to be sure.
Huh. Well, all right.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Well, what you see is what you get. I started working at a copywriter's desk about 30 years ago. Worked my way up to producer. Been here ever since.
I'm not asking about all the names on this list one by one. Does this phone number look familiar?
Sorry, no.
Do you know a madam who calls herself Ray?
That's not really the kind of thing our show reports on, so I can't really help you. Sorry.
A note was found in Tanya's apartment. It was signed J.
And?
And your name begins with J. Did you write it?
Seriously?
You're in journalism. You know that any lead is worth following.
Well, sorry, I didn't write any note to Tanya. Not that I remember.
Do you know anything about the death of Peter Fielding? He owned a gym in Murray Hill.
No, although you've reminded me I haven't hit the gym in a while. I suppose I should go.
Have you ever heard the name Benjiro?
Benjiro? No, I'm afraid I haven't.
What can you tell me about Tanya?
I liked her. Some anchors think they're the be-all and end-all, but not her. She knew we were all in this together, and worked well with all of us. That's how you make a news show. Everyone needs to help each other.
Do you know a priest by the name of Michael Cooper?
I'm afraid I haven't been to church in a long time.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one. Well, thanks for your time, Mr. Peebles. I might be back later.
Sure thing.
A James Peebles is listed as being a client of Ray's, and the girl he saw was Heather Goffstein.
Well, this just got juicy.
Hi, Mr. Peebles?
Hello. Rosangela, was it? What can I do for you?
Jim, I know everything.
Sorry?
I know who Heather is and what she did for a living. I also know that you procured her services. There was a note in Tanya's apartment that said, "I know about Heather." It was signed J.
That could have been anybody.
Do you really expect me to believe that now?
No, I don't.
Tell me about your involvement with Heather.
God, it was over 25 years ago. Working the late shift, sleeping during the day. Who has time for a social life? So, yes, I found other ways to meet my needs. Heather was one of them. I'm not proud of it, but I make no excuses for it either.
You said it was 25 years ago, so you stopped seeing her.
She quit the business. I didn't know what happened to her until she walked in that door. The new face of Good Morning. Tanya Corsi.
Tanya?
Yeah, the name was different. The hair was different. The whole attitude was different. But I knew.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Heather and Tanya are the same person?
You didn't know? Isn't that what all this is about? She reinvented herself. Changed her looks. Got a gig as a weather girl. Worked her way up to this newsroom. Worked here for years and never knew who I was. Until I told her.
Until you blackmailed her, you mean?
Look, 30 years I've been here, and I haven't moved from this damn desk. I saw an opportunity, and I took it. So, I wrote her that note. I threatened to expose her past. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect her to go home and for that to happen. They said she fell in the shower because she was drunk, but she was only drunk because of me. So what now?
It's completely up to you. I'm not going to do anything.
You're not.
I got what I came here for.
Very profound, Red. Very profound. Ever think of getting into fortune cookies?
I'm only thinking of getting my coffee refilled.
That's my girl, always planning ahead.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Is there anything in the system about a Jim Peebles?
Let's see. Nope. Whoever he is, he's clean.
Is there anything...
Let's see. Nope.
Could you look up another phone?
I suppose I can.
I'm trying to track down someone who Leah knew. The number is 646-5...
Alright, give me a second. That phone is registered to a unit in Murray Hill. Here's the address.
So you don't know anything?
Nope, sorry.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
So what exactly happened? Tanya, Heather, whoever, she split? She killed off her past so thoroughly that it became its own ghost?
I suppose so.
I didn't know ghosts could do that.
What? You read the rule book? Because I sure haven't. If we got a split spook on our hands, we gotta put him back together. Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
Listen, Tanya, I know who you are.
We've already covered this, haven't we?
No, I mean who you really are. You're Heather Goffstein. Or at least you were.
I told you, I don't know any Heather.
Tanya.
I don't know any Heather because Heather is gone. Heather is dead. She doesn't exist anymore. She can't.
I'm sorry, Tanya, but she does.
What do you want? Money? A promotion? Like Jim?
No, I just want you to come with me. There's someone you need to meet.
I don't have a choice, do I? Fine, lead on. But remember this, Peter didn't just teach me how to do Pilates. Take me anywhere funny, and you'll be looking at a broken nose.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Why are we going out there?
Just trust me.
Trust you? That's rich. You. I saw you on the roof earlier. Are you in league with this man?
Kind of?
2 blackmailers instead of 1. This is just great. Where the hell are you taking me?
Just follow us, okay?
Can I at least call my car service?
I don't think that's possible.
What do you mean?
She means that they'd never come in this weather. It's better to walk. Come on.
Where are we going?
It's just up this way.
Wait. I know this building. I used to live here. Back when I was... Why did you bring me here? Whatever you brought me here for, get on with it.
Tanya, there's someone you need to meet.
There's nobody here I want to see, I assure you.
Even still, I just need you to follow me. Then we can forget about this whole thing.
Fine.
Hey, Heather?
Hey, who's your friend?
What is this? Who are you? Answer me.
Heather Goffstein? Who are you?
No. No. This is insane. I'm going insane.
Sorry?
You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't exist.
What's your problem?
My problem? My problem is that I hate you.
Hate me? You don't even know me.
I destroyed you. I got rid of your name. I got rid of your hair. I would have gotten rid of your face if I could have afforded it.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
No kidding. For 20 years, I was free of you. And now you come breezing back.
Breezing back? From where?
First Jim wanted a promotion, and now this idiot here wants... I don't know what!
I don't want anything.
That's bull.
Huh? You be quiet. Hey!
Stop that!
Look at each other. You're the same person, give or take 20 years.
I don't understand.
I don't think I want to.
Tanya, what happened when you got Jim's note?
What note?
It's too late to deny it.
Nothing happened. I just wanted to forget.
Forget what?
Forget you! Forget this whole life I left behind!
Why? Why are you so ashamed of me? All this life, it's a part of who you were, who you become.
Will I ever be free of you?
Do you really want to be? I'm not a bad person. I'm just kinda lost. I know I'll find my way eventually. Isn't that the important thing? Well, isn't it?
Look at you. I really was beautiful once.
You're really beautiful now.
Damn straight.
You okay?
Okay. I haven't felt this good in years. It's like an espresso and a colonic all at once. Speaking of which, you can take your blackmail threat and shove it. And I'm gonna tell Jim the same thing. Maybe it'll end my career, or maybe it'll give me a book deal. Either way, I'm tired of hiding.
Tanya, listen.
No, I'm not Tanya anymore. Tanya died.
She what?
We took 3 Valium with a vodka chaser. That's all I remember. You're not really a blackmailer, are you?
No, I'm not.
I'm dead?
I'm sorry.
If I'm dead, why do I feel sick to my stomach?
Listen, there's no time to explain. Just grab a hold of this.
What?
Just do it. That was interesting.
Did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Hey, look who's here. Heather, safe and sound.
Safe. You were always an optimist, Michael.
Sorry, I know this is not exactly the reunion we expected after all this time. But you have no idea. I thought you were... Well, I explained that already.
So, Madeline, you got your spook. What have you learned?
It is interesting. This spirit is experiencing what would be considered nausea in a living person.
This spirit? I do have a name.
Apologies. She is being pulled. There is the signature of another spirit at work.
A signature?
Yes, I can see it. It is faint, but I can see it. Only the power of this circle is stopping it from gaining a foothold. Unfortunately, it is too faint for me to see anything useful. And we dare not lower the circle. I need to examine another soul. One that is marked like this one.
And by another soul, you mean Peter, don't you?
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yes, his soul is still out there.
I see.
I love the idea, but I'm not really a hands-on kind of guy. She looks like she stopped caring about anything years ago. It's a painting of a young woman. No idea who she is. A painting of a country home. Some kind of farm, maybe? Looks quaint, in any case. Yuck, who knows how long that's been lying around. After seeing the state of this joint, Red's place doesn't seem so bad.
Ugh, coming. Yeah.
Could I ask you a few questions?
No. Who are you?
I'm working with the police.
And
I need to ask you a few things.
I've already told the cops everything. I wasn't there. Just leave me alone. Ugh, come. You again? What is it this?
I'm a friend of Peter's.
So?
So I was hoping we could talk about him?
Funny. I was hoping to be left alone tonight. Guess who wins? Ugh, coming. You again? What is it this time?
You know what? Never mind.
You know what? Suits me fine.
I love the idea, but I'm not really a hands-on kind of guy. I can't touch him, but maybe I should get a closer look at him. I'm not just gonna blow on everything I see. She shivered a bit, but no other reaction. I'm not just gonna blow on everything I see.
Bingo. The case number is listed in this file. It belongs to a Maggie Fielding. It appears she was picked up in the raid on the Carth house. She was brought in for an emergency detox and forced to go into rehab. It lists one known family member, a brother, Peter Fielding.
Ugh. You again? What is it this time?
You're Peter's sister, Maggie, right?
Sure. Fine, you got me.
Why couldn't you just tell me that before?
Because I'm trying to get healthy, working through the program, admitting I have a problem, just like my sponsor says. All that is the first step. I'm still working on the rest. Talking about Peter, that's step 5. I'm not ready. It's nothing personal. I just need to avoid thinking about him for a while.
And you're doing that by living in his apartment.
It's just temporary. I have nowhere else to go. And besides, what difference does it make? He's gone. He had a stupid accident, and now he's gone.
That's just it, Maggie. It might not have been an accident.
No. Whatever you're thinking, no. I need this to be over, you understand?
Then we need to talk. You can call your sponsor if you want to.
Screw my sponsor. Let's do this. So, talk.
What do you know about Peter's death?
Just what I was told. That he was fixing a light bulb and fell off the ladder. I remember thinking it was a pretty stupid way to go, especially for him.
How do you mean?
Did you know the guy? He was obsessed with health. To die just falling off a ladder? I always thought he'd outlive the world.
Why is Peter such a sore subject with you?
That's between me and him, or his ghost, or whatever.
It might help to talk about it.
I'm still working through the program. Talking about it is step number 5. I'm not ready for it yet.
Could you tell me about your father? He opened the gym, right?
Sure.
Could you tell me anything else about him?
If you want to know about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. Here's his address. He's always home.
Can't you tell me anything about...
I told you.
So, what are you watching?
I don't know. Some animated thing. Not normally into cartoons, but the ratings say it's good.
Is it?
I guess. They changed the main character's voice after the first episode, but it's not bad. Keeps my mind off, well, the stuff you keep bringing up.
Have you ever heard of the Grace Group?
What, those circle jerk meetings my brother went to?
You know about it.
Yeah, I know about it. Peter was a mess before he joined that group. If you ask him, he would say it helped him find himself.
Did it?
Who knows? I thought it was a cult. Might have been better if it was.
Why's that?
Look, never mind. Peter found himself. Good for him. I just have to focus on myself.
Do you know a Father Michael Cooper?
Look, I don't need a priest. I don't need to be saved. I just need to get healthy.
I'm not asking you to see him. I'm asking if you know him.
Oh. No, I don't know him.
Have you ever heard the name Benjiro?
Benjiro? No. Sounds Japanese or something.
How long was Peter working at the gym?
About 20 years. Never thought he'd do it.
Why?
Don't know. He seemed to drift around for a long time. He was a teacher, waiter, construction worker, you name it. Then one day, he decides that taking over Dad's gym is what he has to do. Now the gym is a neighborhood staple. Made it more popular than Dad ever did. Good for him, I guess.
Tell me about yourself.
Opening up is step number 5. I am nowhere near ready yet.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way. Ugh, coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
Could you excuse me for just a sec? My shoe is untied.
Sure, I guess.
Thanks.
Smooth.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
Wait, this is Greenwood Cemetery. This tombstone is faded and hard to read. God, no. I don't need to use the locker room. I'm not here to work out. It's just a number on the calendar.
Relax, I'm here.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what...
Say, can we reschedule?
Sure, we can do that. Let's... Hey, miss, you're dripping water on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
No problem, just be sure to put on sneakers or something if you want to work out here. Anyway, let's check the schedule. I think we can do Tuesday at 3 p.m.
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then. Pace yourself, Lisbeth. This isn't a race.
I love the idea, but it's a number on the calendar.
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
I can't talk to Joey in public. I talk with the dead. The month is written at the top in dry erase marker.
Hey,
Hey, man.
say,
Sure, we can do that. Seriously, miss, you can't work out wearing that.
Oh, I'm not here to work out.
Huh. Just be careful. I don't want that coat getting caught on it. Anyway, let's check the schedule. Huh? Is that the date? Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but there's an appointment I've got to keep. Can we sort this out another day?
sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Is there anything in the system about a Connor Fielding? He died about 20 years ago.
Let's see. Our records from back then are a bit spotty, but can't hurt to check. No, nothing comes up, but it's a very common name. Is there anything specific you can tell me about him?
He was in the Army.
Oh, then there might be something in the Veterans Association records.
Aren't those public?
Not everything. But fortunately for you, I can access everything. Okay. Archived records. Connor Fielding. Oh, seriously?
What's wrong?
Idiots. They had no idea how to archive data back then. I can only look them up by service number. You don't know it, do you?
I don't. Sorry.
Well, once you know it, let me know.
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
There we go. Nobody can say I don't do anything nice. I have a question, Joey.
What's going on?
Officer Palmer?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I found Connor's service number. It's 070.
That should be all I need. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Connor Fielding. Served in Vietnam from 1966 till 1969. Honorably discharged. Moved with his family to New York a few years later. Huh. That's interesting.
What?
It says here that the police were called to his apartment several times. Reports of raised voices. Possible domestic abuse. No charges were pressed, which is why it wasn't in our police records.
But it's in the military database?
Word gets around. Someone must have noted it in his VA file. Doesn't say much else.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Hey, look,
Sorry.
Hey, Peter?
Oh, hey, look, I really want to be left alone right now. We'll talk later, okay?
Sure, no problem.
Coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
So your father is dead?
Yep.
Why didn't you just say that instead of sending me to the cemetery?
The only person to visit Dad was Peter, and he can't do that anymore. I figured Dad could use the company.
Really?
No, not really. I told you, there are things I can't talk about yet.
You said Peter visited the cemetery.
Once a year, on the anniversary of Dad's death. Peter was a damn saint.
I learned a bit about your father.
You did?
The police were called several times to his house. No charges were made. It's not hard to read between the lines.
Huh. Well, I suppose you know everything now.
I don't, but I'm trying to.
Why? Why do you care so much? What does my father beating the crap out of my mother have to do with how Peter died?
There's something bigger going on.
That doesn't matter. I can't take on anybody else's problems. I'm barely dealing with my own. I've been trying to forget this crap my whole life, and now I have a chance. I'm not going back to that. I'm sorry. I know you think you have good reasons, but I really need to be alone right now.
Listen.
Please, leave.
Okay.
You have such a way with people.
Are you still here?
Just leaving. Where are you going?
To visit my precious father. Not that it's any of your business. My neighbors are kind of twitchy. You'd better get out of here before someone calls the cops.
Maggie.
Huh?
Huh. I had a feeling you'd follow me here.
I didn't follow you. You got here after I did.
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
You know I try and help you whenever I can.
Not until I spill everything.
I've never pressured you to talk to me, Maggie, although God knows maybe I should have.
I'm sorry, but it's important.
Maybe it's because I'm out of that stuffy apartment. Maybe it's because when I'm here, I know he's really gone.
I know. I miss him too.
Talking about it. The 5th step. My sponsor said I didn't have to do them in order. Many people don't. I guess now is as good a time as any.
I'd like that, Maggie. I really would.
So, talk.
What did Peter do?
Nothing. Everything.
Maggie, what are you talking about?
He took over my dad's gym, made it successful. I hated him for it.
Wait, what? Don't you remember how miserable I was? Drifting from job to job, hating all of them. Running Dad's gym was something I was good at. I thought you'd be happy for me.
Didn't Peter have lots of jobs he hated before he started working at the gym? Couldn't you be happy for him?
Happy? Happy that he took my father's name and made it revered?
I don't see the problem here.
The people in the neighborhood love that gym. They come by and say what a nice old man Connor Fielding was, and what a shame he died, and how nice that his son took up his legacy. Legacy. A legacy of bruises and hiding in the dark.
Bruises? What are you talking about?
You always believed her when she said she was clumsy. It was like some horrible after-school special.
Maggie, you're not saying what I think you're saying.
You never knew, did you, Peter? So wrapped up in yourself. You never saw what he was doing.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Mom hid it from both of us, and I was too scared to say anything. In the end, it was just easier to say nothing and hate you. And now it's too late. For what it's worth, I don't hate you anymore, Peter. But I need to get on with my life. Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye? What do you mean, goodbye?
Sorry, I should go.
Maggie, wait! Maggie! I never knew! I swear, I never knew! I just don't understand. Huh? My God.
I'm sorry, Peter.
I remember. The ladder. It broke. Oh, man. I don't feel so good.
Right. We don't have a lot of time. Peter, I need you to grab a hold of this.
What the heck is that thing?
No time. Just grab. Well, that was close.
Did it work?
Let's get back and find out.
This whole story is incredible.
It's all true, Peter. Can't you feel it? Like something is trying to pull you away.
I thought it was just indigestion, but I've never had indigestion in my life. Figures I'd get it when I'm dead.
Madeline, have you had time to examine them?
I think... yes.
Madeline?
Yes, apologies. I believe I have all the information I need.
Huh? Madeline?
Ugh, I really don't feel so good.
This can't be right. Michael? What's going on?
Madeline!
Apologies, my host.
Madeline, what just happened?
That felt quite pleasant.
Madeline? Madeline?
Hey!
You, Malone, stay back. You as well, Blackwell. I have absorbed enough energy to burn that precious body of yours to a cinder.
Why? Why do this?
Have you ever heard of the concept, the journey of the soul?
What?
It is said that every soul has a predestined fate or destiny, and the goal of every soul is to find it. But it is also said that the joy comes from the journey, not the destination. Have you ever wondered where you would be now without the Grace Group? Without the epiphanies that were pushed into your brains as if by magic? Maybe you would have all found your way, maybe not. But you skipped the journey, went right to the destination. It made your souls happy for certain, but it also made them weak, pliable, controllable by someone like me. And now, if you'll excuse me, I am still very hungry.
No! You. This whole time it was you?
Indirectly. I knew these souls existed, I just needed to collect them. I could not collect my host until last, because my existence here was tied to him. As for Fielding and Goffstein, they were sleeping spirits. They needed to be awakened. Something only you could do. So, thank you for that.
Collect? What do you mean by that?
Perhaps that word is not sufficient. Possibly consume, ingest, absorb. I took their energy as part of my own.
What the hell are you doing this for? I pulled you out of the dark. You were free. Why mess that up?
Free. You of all souls tell me that I'm free. I am dead. For centuries I have been dead. I was a good spirit guide. I did my duty. And yet did I ever move on? Did I receive any reward? No. I was passed on from host to host, saving spirit after spirit. It became tiresome. Then my last host banished me. I remained there, in the void, alone, forgotten by the universe, until you brought me out.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes.
But I was still not free. To fully free myself, I needed power, energy. These souls, these poor, misguided souls, were the nearest source I could find.
You need to fix this.
Fix this?
Yes, you can still make this right. Just undo it, please. Bring them back. I'll bring them through the light and we'll just pretend this never happened.
I am sorry. I have not come this far only to turn back now.
And what do you need energy for? What on earth could be worth all this?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Hey!
What the hell are you doing? Ah! Red, you okay? Come on, darling, say something.
Interesting. I wondered if I would have to relearn how to breathe or walk, but it all comes quite naturally, like putting on a tailored glove.
No.
Come now, Malone. Surely this is a positive development. If I managed to achieve this, so could you.
All you achieved was making an enemy for life.
Malone, there is no need for this hostility.
No need. You lied to us from day one.
I apologize for the ruse. I admit I have not been completely forthcoming.
No kidding.
Come now, Malone. Nothing has changed. I won't shirk the duty. I have no choice. We will continue to save lost souls. Performing it from this end could be refreshing.
Like hell.
Sadly, you have no choice.
I work with Red, not with you.
You can think of me as her, if it will help.
Red, fight her. Whatever she's doing, fight her.
She cannot. If her predecessors could not win against me, then she has no hope. Not with the power I now possess.
Predecessors? What are you talking about?
This is not the first time I have attempted this. In the void, I could only reach certain minds, the minds of other bestowers.
Other bestowers? You mean...
The other Blackwell women, yes. But I was too weak, and so were they. I could only control their minds for a few minutes before they broke.
Broke?
I did not expect that would happen, but some good did come of it. I eventually learned the proper approach, and finally I have succeeded.
You're insane. I mean it, Madeline, a stark, raving lunatic. Do you have any idea what you've done?
You dare condemn me, little ghost? Allow a few centuries to pass. Wait until you've been left abandoned in the dark, adrift, terrified. Then you can pass judgment. But until then, I must get to the business of living.
Stay here. We're not done talking. I said stay here. Ah! Hey! Now cut that out.
Do try and keep up.
Hey, Maddie.
Yes, Malone.
You killed Lauren and Patricia.
I did not. I admit, their mind's rejection of me had unintentional consequences, but there was no malice intended.
Well, that's just Jake, as long as there was no malice. Maybe you didn't mean to kill Lauren and Patricia, but you did kill George Austin.
As a spirit, I hardly think so.
Bull, you're the only one with any motive. I don't know how, but it was you.
Poor Cooper. A weakened soul is such a sad thing. And his mind was so easily controlled. Why, in such a state, he could be told to do anything. Anything at all. And he would do it, with no memory of it. Well, perhaps some residual guilt remained. He has gotten quite agitated since it happened. Fortunately, that is no longer relevant.
Now what?
I will simply live. I will grow old and I will die, like any other soul. And when that happens, perhaps I will move on as intended. It is a slim hope, but after centuries of existence, it is the best I have.
Why are you pacing around?
No reason. I am just enjoying the sensation. It has been a long time since I have felt snow on my face.
That's not your face.
True, I suppose, but no matter. I'm still enjoying it.
You can't go any further, can you?
Whatever do you mean?
You're stuck. You're tied to Michael. Trying to escape it is like hitting a brick wall.
It is a temporary setback, nothing more.
What are you gonna do, lug Michael's body around in a wheelbarrow? I'd like to see that.
Don't be absurd. You know as well as I do. I am bound to his corporeal form for a few days. After that, I will be free.
Ha! Some master plan. All this planning, all this death, and you can't even cross the street.
Only for a day or two. I can wait. I have infinite patience.
Yeah, but does your stomach? You're gonna get hungry.
Any problem has a solution.
What about going to the bathroom? Red drank a lot of coffee.
Perhaps burning Michael's body to ashes, or some kind of cleansing ritual.
Here's an idea. Take a powder. Just leave us the hell alone.
Will you let me think?
I can't wait for the cops to show up. A dead priest and you just around the corner? Bet you never expected to come back to life only to spend it in jail.
Will you be quiet? Honestly, why you haven't driven your host completely mad is beyond me.
I'm gonna fix this, one way or another.
You honestly believe that?
This might seem strange to you, but yeah. I've always known I was here for a reason. And maybe this is it. To fix what spooks like you screw up.
That is amusing.
Amusing?
Yes. You honestly don't know. No. No, of course you don't.
Of course I don't know what.
You think you are so special? You think you were... what? Chosen? You were nothing important, Malone. You were merely the last.
The last what?
The last spirit we saved, before I was banished. I cannot continue the duty, so it was passed on to you.
What the hell do you mean I was the last spirit you saved?
Honestly, did you think you were different from any other lost soul? The confusion, the fear they all felt, that you felt. It is no wonder you have forgotten.
Doesn't matter. That was then. This is now. And right now, I plan on fixing this. It's not like I can do much from in there. It's not... Unless she leaves with me, I'm stuck here. Pretty solid, but... That won't do any good. According to Maddie, this only works on aware spooks. Pretty solid. What would that achieve? Make her slightly colder? Ugh.
What are you doing?
You know, Red and I have a bond. We gotta stick together. Where she goes, I go. You might be wearing Red's body, but you ain't her. There's a line in the snow, and you can't cross it. But Rosa Blackwell, she can cross it just fine.
You're hurting me.
Good.
You idiot! Do you have any idea what you just did?
I just evicted you, sister.
No, I will not be trapped in that limbo again.
Tough. You made this mess, now clean it up.
Very well. Just remember, you brought this on yourself.
Red, talk to me.
Joey?
You okay? Careful.
I feel...
You!
Great, like a bad penny.
Dispatch reported a woman ranting to herself in front of a church. I had a feeling it would be you. Care to explain the dead body around the corner?
Corey?
That's Officer Palmer. Now, explain.
No.
Miss Blackwell, I've been patient and cooperative so far.
No.
Stay where you are!
What are you doing?
Was it like this for them?
For who? Red?
I think it's happening.
Huh?
Auntie, my grandmother, it's happening. It's like it's... No, it's too much.
Red, stop that. Come on, you're gonna hurt yourself. Jesus, cut it out. Not again, not you, not now. Help, somebody. Anybody.
I did warn you.
Gotta... No! Huh? Joey? God, I'm tired. Hello? Auntie? Is that you?
Oh, hey. I saved you a seat.
Am I dead?
You asked too many questions. You always did. Sit down, kiddo. We've got nothing but time. Cigarette?
No, thanks. Auntie?
Yeah, kiddo?
You look so young.
Well, I take care of myself.
No, that's not what I mean. When I last saw you, you were over 50, at least.
So I kept on living, huh?
You were alive, if that's what you mean.
Hospital bed. Like Mom.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was my turn. And now, I guess it's yours.
I've missed you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
About Joey? About my family? All of it?
You were 5 years old. You could barely understand how to tie your shoes. And I thought we had more time. But hey, you're here now, and we've got all the time in the world.
We were possessed by this spirit called Madeline. She didn't succeed, but we ended up here. Somehow.
Oh.
That's all you can say? Oh?
Does it really matter anymore?
I guess not. What happened to me? To us?
Don't know. Last I remember, my head hurt really bad. I tried to make it stop, but it just got worse. I might have thrown something?
You did. I was there.
Did I scream?
Yes.
I didn't hurt you, did I?
I hid in the closet.
Ah, good. Smart.
Yeah. Is this where you've been all this time?
Don't know. Don't much care. The view is nice, and I don't have Joey nagging me.
Auntie, you don't seem yourself.
You don't know me at all, kiddo. In this place, I feel more like myself than anywhere I've ever been.
Auntie, is my grandmother here?
She was, but she faded away. I guess it will happen to me soon, and you. But in the meantime, let's enjoy the view.
Huh. Sure is a nice view, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just enjoy it for a while.
Funny.
What?
I thought I might get up.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Something wrong?
No, I had an idea, but it doesn't seem important.
I know the feeling. Just kick back. Enjoy the light show. Something wrong?
No.
I know just kick back.
Auntie?
Yeah, kiddo?
Why didn't you
Tell you what.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's like they're reading from a playbook. Constrained, drugged, placed under observation. In a week, they'll move you to another ward. Then they'll poke you full of needles and nod thoughtfully while taking notes. Then they'll move you to a long-term care floor. Keep you drugged, and fed, and washed. And then, I'll watch you turn gray. I'll watch your skin weather and dry. And then, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I can't blame the universe, or death, or even you. This one's on me. Maybe I deserve it, but you certainly don't. There's gotta be a way to fix this. There has to be. I don't know what else to do, or say, or anything. The padded room might be overkill, but if the drugs ever wear off, better safe than sorry, I guess. This place hasn't changed all that much since the last time I was here. Home sweet home. Empty, for now anyway. Eh? Hello? Hey.
Yes.
So, who are you?
Everyone. No one. So many thoughts. So many.
I can see why he ended up here. Hey, are you okay, pal?
I should be okay.
Look, we're gonna be neighbors for a while, so maybe you could tone down the crazy?
No, I'm not that. Just the opposite.
The folks who run this place might disagree.
It's so hard to think.
You should be okay, but you're not?
I'm not like them. It should have worked.
What exactly should have worked?
Everything, nothing, maybe. Regret, maybe.
You regret something?
You know nothing of regret.
I might know a thing or two. Look, forget it. I got my own problems to deal with. Middle-aged guy, maybe early 50s. He must have died in that straitjacket. Looks like a duty roster for the orderlies. No point in reading it. I'll become very familiar with the staff here after a few years. Oh, this guy. Dr. Donald Quentin, or as I like to call him, Dr. Quack. Some kind of abstract thing.
Height,
No idea what it
5
could be.
feet, 4 inches.
It's an
Weight,
X-ray of Red's noggin.
118 pounds.
Subject assaulted a police officer.
Then
Then restrained
herself.
by a
It's a
team
tray
of
of medical
officers, she
stuff.
reacted
Bandages,
so violently.
scalpels,
2 of them
forceps.
were hospitalized.
I don't want to think what they do with them here. I'm not just gonna blow up.
Deemed a danger to herself and others, she was sedated and brought to this facility.
No reaction. No surprise there. Nothing could get through that fat head of his.
Subject exhibits the same
Can't
symptoms
use it, wouldn't
as
know
other
how.
members of her family.
Another
Violent
computer
behavior,
doing something incomprehensible.
4 years ago, I advised
unresponsive,
the subject to submit herself to testing and regular visits. The subject declined.
Full of junk and old clothes. Huh. This letter is dated several years ago. Hey.
Yes.
Hey, I did some research. Kinda. You're Benjiro, aren't you?
Benjiro?
Yeah. Benjiro Hattori? You were the last guy to occupy this room, so I'm guessing you're him.
What do you know of me?
You ran those Grace Group meetings.
Yes. That was so long ago. How long has it been?
25 years.
25 years? Have I really spent 2 decades of my life in this place?
More than that, Benjiro.
More than that?
You died here. You're haunting the padded room where they locked you up.
Yes, I thought as much.
You thought as much? You're saying you know you're dead?
I suspected, but I couldn't be sure.
How could you not know for sure?
Well, I've never died before, did I? My people spend so much time avoiding death that we refuse to believe it when it happens.
Your people?
Yes, I'm part of a society. Some would call us vampires, but not the kind from stories. We extend our own lives by consuming the positive energy from willing subjects. They die, but we live.
We ran into one of your people last year. Guy named Gavin. He killed a bunch of people. He tried to kill us. He's dead now.
I see. You must understand, I am not like my colleagues. I never liked hurting people, but I didn't want to die either. So I made a point of studying the life energy we consumed. I created the Epiphany experiment.
The Epiphany experiment?
I wanted to improve the lives of those I fed upon, not destroy them. Instead of removing positive energy from a subject, I increased it. I enabled them to achieve their heart's hidden desire, to create a surplus of positive energy, and I skimmed off the top.
Let me guess. It failed.
Yes and no. It worked too well. My mind couldn't take the energy. I went a bit mad. Ended up committed here, and here I am.
Well, I hope you're satisfied. Your experiment ended up killing your subjects. Even worse, their souls.
Their souls?
You made them weak. Weak enough that they got, well, soul-napped by this spook named Madeline.
I see. I did not consider that eventuality, but it does explain much.
Eh?
Come with me. I must show you something. That vortex, I witnessed its formation. I did not believe what I was seeing.
Why? What is it?
Energy is siphoning through the void at an alarming rate. Something is calling it, drawing it like a beacon, something with enormous power.
Something, huh? And what is this something?
I cannot say, but don't you recognize the location? That vortex is over Grace Church.
Madeline.
Yes, if she has harnessed as much energy as you say, that is the only answer. But why would she do such a thing? What she is doing will destroy her soul, rip it into shreds.
She said she wanted to stop existing. I guess this was her backup plan. Good riddance.
You don't understand. This energy, it won't stop at just her. It will expand until it dissipates. It could destroy every soul, living or dead, within a 10-mile radius.
Of course it will. Damn it, this is my fault. Again, I set her loose. It's not enough, is it? It's not enough to destroy 3 generations of women. It's not enough to destroy half a dozen spooks. No, you gotta fry your own soul into oblivion and take the whole damn city with you. So, what do we do? Where the hell are you going?
I am leaving. I must get myself out of range.
What are you gonna do, haunt Jersey?
If I must.
What about the rest of us?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? That's it?
That is all I can offer. I fear that everything I've done only makes matters worse.
Hey, get back here! Damn it! More technical crap that I don't know how to use. No point. He can't hear me. Guy manning the front desk. He wasn't around the last time I was stuck in this place. One of the few things that's changed around here. Red? It's me. Are you even in there? Are you somewhere else? You're still breathing. You're still alive. I figure somehow, maybe you can hear me. Maybe I'm wrong, but talking is all I'm good for these days, so what else can I do? You gotta wake up. Things are bad out there. Really, really bad. So bad that I'm not sure we can stop it. But we gotta try. We're the only ones who can. You understand? We. It's gotta be the both of us. Because let's face it, I'm nothing. Just a gust of wind. I don't know what to do. Just get up. Get up, and we'll fix this. Somehow, I promise. Please? Please?
Did you hear that?
No.
Just get up.
Are you hearing that?
Get up, and we'll fix this.
I don't hear anything.
I think...
Somehow, I promise.
I really think...
Please?
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm gonna look around.
Sure, kiddo. I'm not going anywhere.
It's too slick to climb. Looks like there's another path up there. Auntie?
Yeah, kiddo?
Auntie, there's this ledge. I can't reach it. I could really use your help getting up there.
What's the point?
There might be a way out. Something to get us out of here.
Why would I want to do that?
Auntie, please.
Don't auntie me. Let me smoke in peace.
I'm dying out there. If I stay here too long, I'll die.
Is that all? Life and death are just the opposite sides of the same door. Doesn't matter which side you're on, it's all the same.
Fight this, Auntie, please.
I'm done fighting.
I think Joey needs our help.
He doesn't deserve it.
Joey's told me stories about how he saved your life. He saved mine too.
Only after putting us in danger in the first place.
You can't blame him for that.
Just watch me.
Joey was so wrong about you.
What do you mean?
He doesn't say much about his past, but get him talking about you and he won't shut up. You should be more like Lauren, Red. Your aunt wouldn't take that from nobody. He didn't mean to, but for years he made me feel like I couldn't measure up, that I was nothing, insignificant when compared to you. But he really didn't know you, did he? You don't actually care about anything.
How could I? Joey's voice in my ear, always pushing me, following me around like a lost puppy, and all those ghosts, night after night after night. I just got numb. Then my brother died. I decided I could do something good for once. Something real, something tangible. That something was raising you. So don't you dare throw that in my face.
I'm sorry, Auntie, but I can't believe that. If you really cared, you'd fight. You'd help me.
You never were this stubborn as a 5-year-old.
I grew up. This is it. Can you give me a boost up there?
Sure, I guess. You've gotten bigger since I last saw you.
Here. Come on, I'm not leaving you here.
Fine.
Auntie, are you okay?
Nothing, it's just...
Auntie!
What?
We need to keep moving.
It hurts. Don't you feel it?
Yes, but I can't stay here, and neither can you.
Do you feel it?
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
That light, it's so beautiful. After I'd send a ghost off, I'd just sit there and stare, try to make sense out of it, wonder what was on the other side. I suppose now I can. I'm dead out there, aren't I? Back in New York.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I should have realized. I've had this conversation so many times. I remember now how it happened. Someone trying to take over my mind. It cracked my head open, let the universe pour through. It hurt.
I know. It happened to me.
A part of me escaped, hid out there in the void, anything to get away. You brought me back.
Your family. What else could I do?
You're as sappy as your father. I wish you could have met him.
Auntie, I think...
Yeah, I know. It's time. I know how this works. Say hi to Joey for me, huh? And tell him... You know what? Don't tell him anything. It'll drive him crazy.
Ow!
Holy Jesus! Red? Is that you?
Joey? Oh my god, my head.
You're back? You're really back?
I think so. Where am I? And what am I wearing?
Short version, you're in the loony bin. You wouldn't believe what's going on out there.
Madeline is pulling energy through the void. This will create a spiritual explosion that will destroy all souls within range.
Yeah? How'd you know that?
I think it's the universe pouring into my head.
What now?
It's how both Lauren and Patricia met their end. Their minds could not take the pressure. Their souls hid in the void until they died. I found my way back. Ow!
You're not gonna relapse, are you?
No, it's bad, but not as bad as before. I can control it. Kind of.
Well, we'll deal with that later. Can you get out of that jacket?
No.
Okay, first things first, let's get you out of here. And Red?
Yeah?
Don't you dare scare me like that again.
I can't reach it. I can't reach it. Joey, I don't think I can get out of this thing.
Don't worry, there's gotta be something around here that can help.
I need to get out of here, now.
What the hell was that? He's unconscious. What the hell is going on? This whole building is shaking.
It's starting. The effects of the void energy are taking root. The entire city has fallen unconscious. We are the only ones awake.
We're the only ones? Why?
We have both been to the void. We are immune to most of its effects. But we will not survive if and when the energy reaches critical mass. Ow! Damn it!
Alright, this new ability of yours, scaring the crap out of me. Still, one crisis at a time. We need to get you out of here.
There's no way I can reach it tied up like this. There's no way I... Ugh, come on, Rosa, move. Oof, almost moved that time. Come on, you can do this. Okay, I'm mobile. Kind of. I can't go any further. be anywhere near that thing again. It's locked tight. Great. All that does is scratch the lock. Ha! An old vent. Looks like it was part of an old ventilation system before this room was converted into a padded cell. No good. Huh. There's an old pipe against this wall. Looks like the piping runs. Nothing. Just concrete. There's a key hanging on the inside. And my clothes. Thank God. You mind?
Right. You ready?
Let's go. I don't need a wheelchair. We don't have time to go searching files. I'd love to see what kind of files they have on me, but we need to get out of here. There's no time to mess around. The only thing I can do to help him is to stop Madeline. There's no time to mess around. Nothing. It's growing in power. We don't have much time. I don't have time to play with the computer. We don't have the time. We need to get out of here now. It looks like the only way out of here. Nothing. The only thing I can do to help.
Just an elevator shaft. Can't get out that way.
Nothing. I don't have time. I don't want to stick around here any longer than... We don't have the... It's not the kind of...
Okay?
30 blocks. Never ran. So fast.
She's up there.
Gathering the energy within herself, trying to force her own spirit to weaken and break apart. Her spirit is strong, but her resolve is stronger.
How do we stop her?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Not even the universe knows what to do.
Well, I guess we'll do what we always do, sweetheart. Improvise. Jesus, he's still here?
Nobody can get near this building without being affected by the void energy. Nobody except us. Ow! God damn it, that hurts.
Madeline!
You! How on earth did your mind survive? Your head must be absolutely splitting.
It's over, Madeline.
Indeed. I have wanted it to be over for a long, long time.
Huh?
It has started. My spiritual form is becoming intangible, even to you. It won't be long now.
It won't work. I can't touch her.
Are you trying to use my own essence on me?
Yeah?
Such an action speaks of desperation. It will not be long before you will not need to worry about such things.
I use this to help spooks. I don't really think... So many light...
Madeline!
What?
We're going to stop you, Madeline.
And what makes you think that?
We've stopped others before you, we can do it again.
Others before me? Like who?
The Countess. My aunt killed her. I finished her off.
You forget. She was my host once. Whatever happened to her, it was her own undoing. I am through with being at the service of hosts like her. Of anyone like her.
And this is how you're doing it?
There is no other way.
I stopped Gavin. He got into my head and I forced him out.
Gavin? Yes. I sensed it when you killed him.
That was an accident.
Be that as it may, his soul was weak after he tried to feed on you. It didn't take long to overpower him. So, thank you for delivering him to me.
We stopped the Deacon.
That mad, incorrigible soul. A man so insane with fear that he created the devil out of thin air. There are so many spirits like him. Spirits so scared and so desperate that they will do anything to escape. Your Deacon would have welcomed the oblivion that I am bringing.
You destroyed my family.
It was nothing personal.
You don't understand, do you? We could have supported each other. We could have been normal. You took that from us, from me.
And yet, here you are. Don't tell me you are worse off. You survived, thrived even.
Not for much longer if you keep this up.
As I said, this is nothing personal.
You've spent hundreds of years helping out souls like them. You're really going to throw all that away?
You say that like they matter. Since humanity crawled out of the ocean, they began to deny death. Denied it so much that the post of bestower was created. In all that time, humanity has learned nothing. Helping their pathetic souls all this time has achieved nothing.
So you'll destroy them all?
It is a means to an end, nothing more.
That won't help.
Red?
Yeah.
Look at the way she's pulsing.
Her spiritual integrity is fading. We don't have much time.
Hey, Maddie!
What?
Get this through your thick head. This is where it ends.
Oh, you have no idea.
Why here? Why not just go to the middle of the ocean and zap yourself there? Or the desert? Or the moon? Anywhere but here.
I am bound to this area thanks to you. And the soul energy I absorbed will only last for a limited time. I have no choice.
You always have a choice.
I have sought another way for centuries. I am sure you have asked this same question of yourself, Malone. When will this end? Well, I have the answer. It doesn't. I am finished with being at the whims of an unknowable universe. I am taking my fate into my own hands. You would do the same in my position.
We're nothing alike, Maddie. Don't even pretend to think we are.
You think you're so noble, little ghost. Wait 2 or 3 centuries, 2 or 3 millennia. Then tell me you would not do the same just to end it all.
You've got to stop this. You're gonna fry every soul in this city.
I wish I could say that I feel remorse, but I am so old. I am so tired. I cannot muster the energy to even pretend to care any longer.
I said it before, Maddie, but you're insane.
I just want what every creature has. The ability to die. Can't you understand? But the universe has denied it to me. So I am turning to the only recourse available.
Why here? Why not just go to the middle of the...
I am... and the soul... I have... Well, you would do the same.
We're not.
You wait. Are you trying such an action?
That won't do any good. According to Maddie, this only works. I use this to help spooks. Look, whatever she's doing, it's happening on the other side. Maybe we should take a look? It's the exit ramp out of this existence. Whatever lies beyond, who can say? Believe me, I've tried.
Something doesn't feel right. What is Madeline doing? I can't do much with it besides stand on it. Things might be bad, but I'm not going to start hitting random things with the pipe.
That won't do any good. According to Maddie, this only worked. That won't do any. The tie is the exit. Red?
Yeah.
Hey!
What?
Madeline!
What?
Please, Madeline, you tried. You failed. Just stop before any more damage is done.
Failed? No. I admit my original plan did not proceed as I'd hoped. This is just a viable alternative.
This is not the only alternative. We will help you find another way.
Can you really? The universe is pouring into your head. Your head is splitting from the pressure of it. So tell me, with all of this newfound knowledge, can you give me even one alternative to achieve what I need?
Possess me again.
What?
I mean it. If it means all this stops, do it.
I have expended too much energy. Your mind would overpower me and reject me, like all the others. But the offer is appreciated.
Can't do anything that'll help him now. Poor guy. I can't touch.
I'm sorry, Michael. He's got a piece of chalk in his pocket. It looks like he used it to draw the circle. I'm not wiping it away.
That won't do any.
Are you trying such an...
The exit ramp. Red?
Yeah.
We spent an entire night zapping spooks across the city. Do you think we could do the same to her?
When that circle was made, Madeline and Michael were no more powerful than we are. So, maybe?
I can't touch them.
It's the circle of protection that Madeline created for Michael. Madeline activated it by using a part of her essence.
That won't do any good, according... I... Use a bit of my essence, huh? Well, here goes.
What is this? Oh. How cute. This place. Well, no matter.
Hey.
You.
You remember me. I guess I should be flattered.
Open the portal. Let me through.
You've got to be kidding.
The energy is almost at critical mass. It is going to detonate whether I am there or not. Oh, that's all you can say? Millions of souls will be destroyed. I need to be one of them.
We all need something. I thought I needed to move on, but I really want to see how this ends.
It will never end. I will never end. That was the whole purpose.
It was never about you. Not me, or my niece, or any of us. You see, I get it now. Why things have to be the way they are. I don't like it, but I get it.
What are you talking about? Shh.
I'm on a smoke break.
It didn't stop.
No.
It's not going to stop.
No.
This is it, isn't it?
No. No, it isn't.
So many dead, Joey, so many.
I know.
It's never enough.
I know, but we do the best we can. We always have.
Yes, we always have.
What the? Are those spooks?
Yes, everyone who is lost, everyone who is waiting for someone like us. No more. They don't have to wait anymore.
You're saving spooks?
It's what we do.
But how?
That vortex, it was creating a massive spiritual energy. I'm reversing it, making it pull in spiritual energy instead of pushing it out.
You can do that?
I can now.
You see, it's not about you or me. It's about everyone.
Go on, Joey.
Go on?
It's time. Move on. You can do it now. Whatever stopped you from moving on before, I'm stronger.
It's not working.
What?
I said it's not working. It won't let me go.
Try it now.
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm still stuck. Not even the power of the universe inside your head can help me move on. It's gone.
I'm sorry, Joey.
Forget it. So, you think everyone down there is back to normal?
Yes, everyone will wake up. They won't even know they were asleep. It will be like it never happened.
Yeah, we should get out of here. So, how many spooks did you manage to save anyway?
All of them.
All of them?
Yes.
So, are we talking all the spooks here in the city, or?
No, all ghosts. Everywhere.
Except for me.
Except for you.
That's...
I know.
Look, don't sweat it. I mean, people are still gonna die, right? There'll be more ghosts.
Eventually.
Right, so when that happens, it'll be business as usual.
I guess.
But in the meantime, we're free.
Free?
Yeah. How about a movie or something?
God, I haven't seen a movie in forever.
You and me both. Think of all the things we can do now.
Maybe I'll sleep in.
Or maybe a vacation.
Yeah, somewhere sunny.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Joey. I thought you'd be gone. I really hoped you'd be gone. I didn't want you to see this.
Red?
It hurts, Joey. It's everything. It's pouring into my head. It's not a metaphor and it's not stopping. I can't hold it.
You gotta try.
No, it's like trying to swallow the ocean. Sooner or later, you're going to drown.
No, not after what you just did. Not after everything we've done. You can't just...
What? Die? I don't think I have a choice.
No, this isn't fair. This isn't right. You just saved the whole damn city. You saved me.
I knew the cost. I paid it. It was worth it, wasn't it?
Sure. Of course it was.
I see them. My parents, Joey, I see them.
No, stay away from them. It's not time yet.
Joey, please.
Okay, but before you go, I'll make you one promise. No matter how long I'm around, no matter how many hosts I see die, I'm not gonna turn into Madeline. Ever. Not if I'm a spook for 1,000,000 years. I'll be a good spirit guide. Do what needs to be done. Forever if need be.
No, Joey, you won't.
What the? What did you... How? Red? Sweetheart? Rosa? Why the hell did you do this? Here. Go on, take it. Take it. Just... I don't see him anymore. I've tried, you know. I've looked. There was this pileup on the West Side Highway last week, and now people say they hear crying. So I went over there. I didn't hear or see anything. I'm normal. Listen to me, talking to myself on the street. I call myself normal. Yeah, I know. Ironic, huh? Or at least I think that's irony. You could tell me, if you were here. I'm forgetting things. About being, you know, I can't even say it. It's almost as if, now that I'm alive, I can't think about being dead. I guess that's hardwired into everybody. Turns out I'm just like everyone else in the end. But I get it now. I like being alive. Is that so wrong? Is that what I'm supposed to get from all this? That life is worth living? I guess I gotta get out there and find out for myself. Goodbye, Rosa Blackwell. I don't know how long I've got, but I know I'll see you again, someday. But until then, I'll try to make this count. Okay? Okay.